Mickey Show.
Holy smokes, boys. How's everybody doing? Welcome back into another episode of Overtime with Beardo on a beautiful, beautiful Saturday morning, November 1st. So I should say Merry Christmas to you guys. Because if you guys have a white mom, if your mother's white, it's Christmas time. The Christmas tree is probably already up. The Christmas tree is probably already up. It's Christmas time now. The very morning of November 1st, Halloween's done. Now it's November 1st. If you have a white mother, it's Christmas time. The Christmas tree's already up. You just blow right past Thanksgiving. I mean, obviously, you'll celebrate Thanksgiving. Obviously, Thanksgiving is celebrated, but the decorations around the house is Christmas. You got the stockings are on the fireplace, the Christmas tree's up. You got the what's it called, the tinsel around the tree. What's that one decoration? What's the one decoration that's kind of like a Christmas tree but it wraps around stuff, like the staircase? Like the handrails on the staircase. What's that called? You got the wreath on the door. Garland. Thank you. Garland. Thank you. Yeah, you got the garland around the staircases. Christmas trees up. The wreath is on the door. You got mistletoe hanging through the door frame. If your mom is white, it's Christmas time. That's probably just your mom, Beardo. Trust me, it's not. Trust me, it's not. But I love Christmas time. Christmas time is great. I love Halloween. I'm a big Halloween guy. Scary movies, spooky season. I love it. I love the spookiness and the scaries. I love watching scary movies. I'm a big Halloween franchise guy. Love me some Michael Myers. I think I've told the story before about what got me into Halloween and Michael Myers. I was like maybe 5 or 6, man. A young little beardless FearTheBeardo. I'm going over to my grandparents' house for some type of family get-together. We used to do it all the time. My grandparents had this bitchin' house with a bitchin' pool. Fucking awesome. Awesome house with an awesome pool. My grandpa used to chef it up. And there was one time we went to my grandparents' house, and both of my aunts, or at least one of them, I think both of them were living there. But both of my aunts are a little bit younger than my mom. So they were living there, but they were older. They're like college age probably. And my one aunt was watching a movie in the loft. I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm like, I get to go see my aunts. I probably saw them like fucking 5 days ago. But you know, when you're like 5 years old or 6 years old, 5 days feels like a lifetime. So I run upstairs. I'm so excited to go see my aunt. You guys say aunt or aunt? I say aunt. Anyways. I'm running upstairs, and then I see on the TV Michael Myers kill somebody. I don't know what I just saw. I have no idea what I just saw. I'm an innocent 5-year-old kid. I have no idea what I just saw. I barely just gained consciousness a few weeks probably before that. I didn't even know I was alive. I just gained consciousness. I go to my grandparents' house and I see Michael Myers kill somebody. And I'm freaking out. My aunt didn't even know I was there. I'm just standing in the doorway. And I probably screamed or yelled or something like that. My aunt turned around. She's like, leave, get out of here, leave. And I suppressed that memory. I was traumatized. So I put it in a fucking lockbox in my brain and fucking locked it and threw away the key. And then I was probably about like 6th grade or 7th grade. I was like in computer typing class. I think it was 6th grade. And my buddy at the time went on Google on the computer typing class. It was probably Halloween time and showed me a picture of Michael Myers, and it unlocked. I'm like, I know who that is. I know who that is. I don't know who that is, but I know who that is. And then it all started coming back, man. I'm like, it was that guy. That was the guy that I seen when I was 5 years old on the movie who killed a guy. I was scared to death. And then since that point, I went down a rabbit hole. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to watch all the Halloween movies. I'm going to watch all of them. And I've been a huge Halloween guy ever since. Ever since. I love Halloween. I love Michael Myers. I love it. I turned that fear into something that fuels me. I love it. Not a fan says, it's all right, Beardo. Tell us your troubles. Early on a Saturday morning. Whose idea was it to start a show at 10 o'clock in the morning on a Saturday? I don't know. It's got to be some retard. Beardo's mom says, what's wrong with early Christmas decor? Nothing. Absolutely nothing's wrong with it. Nothing's wrong with it. I'm just saying, if your mom is white, as soon as the clock hits November 1st, Halloween's done. Now it's November 1st. Christmas tree's up. You're playing Christmas music. You're playing Michael Bublé. You're playing Mariah Carey. You got the garland around the house. You got the wreath up on the front door. The house smells like pine cone and peppermint. I'm just saying, everybody still celebrates Thanksgiving, but the house is Christmas. November 1st. If your mother is white, your mother's house, the house is Christmas. Have you guys ever heard Seth MacFarlane's Christmas album? Fuck. Seth MacFarlane's Christmas album is badass. Thank you. See, Krista says, Merry Christmas. That's how I opened up the show. I said, Merry Christmas, everybody. Happy Saturday and Merry Christmas. Now that Halloween's over, it's Christmas time for us white people. I'm telling you what, it is. That's just how white people operate. It's Christmas time. Merry Christmas, Krista. Thank you for being here. Have you guys ever heard Seth MacFarlane's Christmas album? Dude, Seth MacFarlane, he can sing. He can sing, baby, it's cold outside. Baby, it's cold outside. Seth MacFarlane has pipes, bro. His Christmas album is awesome. If you haven't heard it, if you haven't listened to it, you should. You should. Seth MacFarlane is awesome, but nothing beats the Trans-Siberian Orchestra Caroling of the Bells. Fuck, that's badass. And if I weren't on YouTube and gonna get copyright struck and be afraid to be copyrighted, I'd play it. Trans-Siberian Orchestra Caroling of the Bells is awesome. Shave your cheeks and you'll be on FNT. I need a haircut. I need a haircut. You guys can see. It's getting crazy, boys. I need a haircut. I need to trim the sides, trim the cheeks, trim the mustache a little bit. Let me straighten up my hat. Oh, you guys see my finger? Look at my finger, dude. Look at my finger. I did this last night. I was playing Escape the Backrooms last night with X-Wing and Joe Rosie. Good taste. You learned well. Thank you, Beardo's mom. Shout out to Beardo's mom. That's my mom right there. Shout out. We were playing Escape the Backrooms last night. I got off, and I'm hungry. And I'm like, you know what? Let's do something. Let's do something. And I was watching all these YouTube shorts. I'm on my phone watching YouTube shorts of people making stuff with potatoes. They're making potatoes stuff. I'm like, I got potatoes. Maybe I should do something with these potatoes before they go bad, because I'm always buying potatoes and I let them go bad. I'll use a few of them. I'll make like a baked potato or something like that every now and then when I have a steak. So I was like, it was like 12:30 at night. Well, 12:30 in the morning, actually. And I'm like, I'm going to make some deep fried potato chips. Homemade deep fried potato chips. I just got a mandolin. You guys know what a mandolin is? Mandolin is this plastic box contraption with a very sharp blade on top that you just run vegetables. You run vegetables or potatoes, whatever, over it, and it slices them super thin. So I'm like, you know what? Let me bust out my mandolin. I'm going to make some homemade potato chips. And you know what? I might even, bring them over to my good friend X-Wing's house today, because I got to go after the stream. I'm going over to X-Wing's house to help him move some shit. I'm like, I'm going to make some homemade potato chips. And I'm going to be a good guy. I'm using this mandolin. And it comes with the protective glove. I open up the box and it comes with a protective glove. And I'm like, that's gay. That's gay. Who wears a glove, a protective glove, when you're using a mandolin? Only gays do that. Only gays and pussies wear a glove while using a mandolin. So here I go, man. I'm on my first potato. And I fucking lost like a fucking eighth of an inch off of my finger. Dude, this thing was fucking bleeding everywhere. Everywhere, dude. I lost a good fucking chunk off of the tip of my middle finger, dude. It fucking sliced that motherfucker right off. I'm like, you know what? I'm done. I'm done. Not making potato chips tonight. Not making potato chips tonight. I'm done. Sliced a good eighth of the top of my fucking middle finger off last night. But were the potato chips good? I didn't even get to make them. I'm surprised with how much I was bleeding and how deep this thing, how much I lost of the tip of my finger. I'm surprised I didn't pass out, dude. I was bleeding fucking everywhere. It looked like a crime scene in my sink. And it was fitting that it was Halloween night and there's just fucking blood all over my fucking sink. And I'm not worried about like my finger. I'm not worried about what my finger's going to look like afterwards, if it's going to heal back correctly, if I'm going to just like have like a flat edge on like, because my fingers, you got rounded fingertips, right? Well, my middle fingers now is going to be flat when it grows back. Great. I wasn't worried about the look or aesthetic of when my finger heals. I was thinking, how the fuck am I going to play video games? That's what I was thinking. Yeah, that's right. Now Beardo's going to get all the ladies, right? Because I have an injury now. That's right. That's right. Donna Farron says it'll totally heal back normal. It'll probably fill in, but scarred. I was just thinking, how the hell am I going to play video games now? It was still better than Dan Vast's machete incident. Still better. Like I wound up better or cooler. I don't know. Slicing yourself up with a machete is pretty badass. The fingertip might come back gay. So you're gonna tell me that my finger might be 1/8 of an inch gay? Can't have that. I'll just chop off the entire fucking finger. I'll just chop that bitch right off. If it's gonna grow back 1/8 of an inch gay, then I'm just gonna chop off my entire finger. If that's the case. Yeah, man, I was trying to make potato chips. I'm like, let me use this mandolin. I'm going to be a good friend. I'm going to bring over to X-Wing's house some fresh, homemade barbecue potato chips. I'm going to be the star of the show, man. It's going to be so cool. They're going to be so thankful, man. These chips are so good because it's about the compliments after you cook, right? After you make something, it's about the compliments. You want to be complimented if it's good. I'm like, man, I'm going to be a hero. I'm just thinking, I'm in my brain. I'm like, these chips are going to be the best. Slice. Took off my fucking tip of my finger last night. But at least I'll get the ladies now, right? At least I'll get the ladies now. I know. Women love war wounds. Yeah. Yeah. Apparently. But good morning, beautiful people. November 1st. Merry Christmas. Alex McCarthy with the 2 says, Mom watching Christmas movies, Meta PC code Beardo. Thank you, Alex McCarthy. Donna Hall with the 5 says, a lot of my friends have already OD'd on pumpkin spice. I did not have one pumpkin spice anything this Halloween season, but it's going to last, right? They last through November. The pumpkin spice season lasts through November as well. November fall season is kind of like baby Halloween. You still do all the fall stuff. You might have some pumpkins out, pumpkin spice and stuff. It's kind of like baby Halloween. You just don't do the scary movies as much. But I still like doing scary movies and scary games throughout November because 1 month isn't enough time. 1 month is not enough time. Alex McCarthy with the 2 says, OG Halloween and Halloween 07 is my top 2 favorite horror movies. I watched both recently. Halloween 2007 is underrated in my opinion. It's underrated. They spend a little bit too much time on Michael Myers as a kid in the beginning of it. It's almost like the first hour of the movie is just the origin story of Michael Myers. If they could have just shedded that down to like 20 or 30 minutes, that'd have been fine. But the first hour of Halloween 07 is like Michael Myers in a loony bin and like his entire origin story and build up and stuff. And he doesn't even go back to Haddonfield until like an hour 10 into the movie. But it is good. It is good. I do like the 6'10" towering, just huge fucking Michael Myers. It is cool. Thank you, Alex McCarthy, for the 2. Laughing Halford with the $20 says, wish me luck. Got voice acting today. Hopefully I'll do good. Kind of been in the dumps and been depressed lately. Trying to stay positive after today. I'm gonna work on boxing and Muay Thai. God bless you guys. Hey, you'll do just fine, man. Good luck on your voice acting today. Good luck, man. Voice acting's fun. Voice acting is fun, man. Keep your chin up, Laughing Halfer, man. You'll be just okay. Thank you, brother. We got can kiss it, make it better. Yes, please. Thank you. Beach Dad's and Beardo, word up. Word up. What video game requires the use of one's middle finger? So that's a great question, and I will answer it for you. I use an Xbox Elite controller. Here's my controller. But on the back, it has paddles. And these paddles are mapped out to these face buttons right here. The A, B, X, Y buttons. So I have them mapped to the paddle. So when I'm playing, I don't have to use my thumb to press the buttons. I can keep my thumb on the analog stick and press the paddles on the back to trigger these buttons. So I do use my middle finger often when I'm gaming to hit this top paddle. So that is how I game, using the controller with the paddles on the back. So I can just keep my thumb on the analog stick. So I do use my middle finger when I'm gaming on a controller. Yeah. Hunter with a new commitment. Thank you, Hunter, for committing to FearTheBeardo and the Bearded Society. Welcome in. Justin Martens with a $5 says Lord of the Rings is part of Christmas for Lord of the Rings is part of Christmas for me anymore. Is part of Christmas for me anymore? Did you mean isn't? What is that? What are you trying to say here? Lord of the Rings is part of Christmas for me anymore. Is part of Christmas for me anymore. That doesn't make sense. Do you mean isn't? What do you mean, Justin? What do you mean? I never really thought of Lord of the Rings as Christmas movies. I think of like Harry Potter can be a Christmas movie, or like the first couple, like the first two. I would say the first two Harry Potter movies could be Christmas movies. I do like watching Harry Potter, the entire series, during this time of year. Thank you, Justin Martens, for the 5. Alex McCarthy with another 2 says, White and Christmas for us started December 1st. Thank you for the 2. And Alex McCarthy with the 2 says, you'll be fine. I play video games one-handed. That's true. That is true. If Alex McCarthy can do it, because Alex McCarthy is paralyzed as fuck. And I mean that endearing, in an endearing way. If Alex McCarthy can do it, I can do it. If Alex McCarthy can do it, I can do it. Shout out to Alex for the $2. Brandon Dillard with the 5 says, Beardo, come play 40K with me in Bama when whitetail hunting. The deer, not the woman, but do what you want. 40K, like physically? I've never played Warhammer 40K physically, like with action figures or toys, whatever. I've never done that. The only Warhammer game I've ever played was the new Space Marine. That's the only 40K experience I have, was playing Space Marine 2 with X-Wing, Joe Rosie, Star Wars Dog, and company. Thank you for the 5. Shout out. Let's see here. Harry Potter shows up on Halloween recommendations too. Why? Because it's scary? Because like Voldemort and shit? Let's not blow up Beardo's chat too much. Wrong, Snorexy. Jeremy says Home Alone is a Christmas movie. On the same breath, and it's a remake of Die Hard. I don't think Die Hard's a Christmas movie. I do think Home Alone is a Christmas movie. I think obviously Home Alone is a Christmas movie. I do not consider Die Hard a Christmas movie. It's an action movie that happens to take place during Christmas, but I don't think Die Hard is a Christmas movie. No. Christmas movies, you want to feel good. You want to watch it. You want to watch a Christmas movie and be like, Christmas. Childhood. Remember when I was a kid? Christmas. Santa Claus. Gifts under the tree. Family. Food. Snow and winter. You want to feel good watching your Christmas movie. You don't feel good watching Die Hard. Die Hard's like a fuck yeah. Badass. Yeah. Killing people. Saving the day. Die Hard isn't like a feel-good Christmas movie. It's not. It's just an action movie that takes place during Christmas. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what else doesn't make you feel good? When you see this. When you see this going on Twitter, on Amazon Prime. We talked last week, and actually this starts today. Last week we were talking about all these fucking land whales and poors or people who take advantage of the system, who are on the SNAP benefits and they're on the EBT and they're on the government assistance and everything like that. And it's crazy because most of the time, the people who are on EBT, SNAP benefits, government assistance, they are big people, people of the food. They are people of the food. And it's wild to me that they are poor. They don't have a job. They're living off of the government. They're living off of American taxpayer dollars, me and you. They shouldn't and couldn't afford groceries because they're lazy sacks of shit. So they're on these programs. But they're fat. Obese. They're fat and obese. And they're like, oh my gosh, Trump is ending fucking EBT SNAP benefits. I'm going to starve. Trust me, Rokisha. You're not going to fucking starve. You're not going to starve. A can of tuna is 99 cents. A can of chicken is $1.20. Okay? Get some tuna. Get some canned chicken. Get some fucking lettuce and broccoli and asparagus. They'll spend about fucking $10. That'll feed you for 2 weeks. Okay? You'll be fine. Instead of spending money on your fucking nails and your eyelashes and your weave and your fucking AirPods and getting the new iPhone. If you're really that hard pressed for money, spend some money on some fucking cans of tuna, cans of chicken, get some veggies, you need it, and you'll be fine. But these people are taking advantage of the system anyways. That starts today. Today. November 1st. The start of Christmas. It starts today. They're not getting their benefits. And we've seen it. We've seen the people. We've seen the people talking about it. That they're organizing groups on Facebook. What neighborhoods we're gonna rob? We're gonna rob. We're gonna commit crimes and rob you, break into your car, steal some valuable shit. We're gonna start robbing white people because I don't get my SNAP benefits anymore because the government shut down. So we're gonna cut off SNAP benefits and EBT, and instead of getting a job and paying your own way, we're just gonna start fucking robbing shit. Which is funny. The key word there is start. The key word there is start. You're gonna finna start robbing shit? Start? What are you talking about, dude? What are you talking about? You've been. You're gonna start committing crime? You're gonna start robbing people and breaking into shit? You're gonna start stealing shit? Using the word start as in we're gonna do it now for the first time? Really? That's wild, dude. That's wild. You finna start? No. You've been. Guys, remember 2020, the summer of love. The summer of love, George Floyd. We are going to remember George Floyd. We're going to honor George Floyd's memory by stealing shit, burning fucking buildings to the ground, killing people. Go to the Foot Locker, steal the fucking Jordans. We're going to break into Walmart and Micro Center and shit. We're going to fucking steal some TVs and DVD players and shit. We're going to go finna. Why? Dude, this is weird, man. I'm streaming, but but on StreamYard, it says I'm not live, but YouTube does say I'm live. Anyways. But like, anyways. And it just asked me, StreamYard asked me, are you still here? Like Netflix, are you still watching? Are you banging some chick? No, I'm here. I'm podcasting. Thank you, StreamYard. I'm here. Just because I hit go live and it went live on YouTube and your shitty fucking program didn't fucking register that I'm live. It's not my fault. Now we're finna start robbing shit. Come on. Those individuals and families who have been on the SNAP benefits and government assistance, you've been robbing shit. That's what they do, man. That's what they do. Hey, Daquan, what are you doing Friday night? Yo, let's go to the Walmart, punch a white person, and go steal a fucking TV. How does that sound? Kind of like us normal people on a Friday night. What do you want to do? I don't know. Let's go see a movie. Let's go to dinner. Let's play some video games or watch some sports. Let's watch the baseball game. Let's watch some college football. The people that are on EBT and government assistance, they're like, hey, yo, what are you doing tonight? You free? You busy? Let's go fucking rob some shit. What they do for fun, man. And I'm not trying to be too harsh, because that's what they know. That's how they were raised. That's how they were raised. Rob shit. Go steal shit. It's fun. It's fun for them. It's exhilarating. You get a rush, I imagine. I don't know. I've never done it. Let's finna go rob some shit on a Friday night. Let's go have some fun. Hey, what up, Jed? The Hollywood Scholar says, hail the Bearded Society. What up, Jed? I'm not trying to be harsh or you know, not compassionate, but I understand. I totally understand. That's how they were raised. That's what they know. That's what they know. Us normal people on a weekend, Saturday night, we want to watch some college football, go out, go to dinner, go to Chili's, go to the Yard House. Let's go have some dinner, go see a movie, or stay at home. Let's watch a movie, watch some college football, play some video games. You know, hang out with the family, have the family over. We'll play some board games or something. Whatever. But for the people who are on SNAP benefits, EBT, government assistance, what they do for fun, yo, we're gonna fucking rob some shit. We're gonna go fucking steal some shit from some white people, bro. And that's just how they were raised, man. That's what they know. It's insane. But to sit here and say now that these government assistance, these government programs, these SNAP benefits, we're going to stop on November 1st, and they have the nerve to say, oh, well, since we're not getting our EBT anymore, now we're going to start robbing shit. We're going to start stealing. We're going to organize groups on Facebook to target neighborhoods. What Walmart are we going to go loot because we're not getting our EBT? Cut the shit with the start. What do you mean you're going to start doing this? You've been doing it. Okay? Cut that shit out. Don't fucking lie to our face. Don't fucking piss on us and call it rain, okay? We're going to start. Okay, buddy. Start? Okay. Keep telling yourself that. Anyways, the point being is, I'm looking at this. I'm looking at these posts. Amazon Prime. Oh, you want to get, because Amazon Prime, they do have, and here we go. Jed says this is organization and effort that would be well served getting a job. Yes, this organization and effort. Yeah. Imagine going on Facebook and creating groups and stuff and putting in all this effort to go rob shit. How about you redistribute that effort into filling out a job application? Maybe write up a resume and start going to businesses, not to rob them, but to get a job. Crazy, right? Amazon Prime does have food delivery. Lobster tail, $10. I wonder if that's per pound or whatever, for that's $4, which is cheap, by the way. That's pretty damn cheap. SNAP EBT eligible. So if you're a brokey and you're on government assistance, don't worry, you can eat lobster tail too. You can have lobster tail too. If you're broke and you want to spend taxpayer money, don't worry, don't feel left out. You can have lobster tail too. Well, good for you. You know what else you can get? Look at all this organic, extra virgin olive oil, all these other seasonings. You want some balsamic vinegar, crackers. You want to make an entire charcuterie board. Is that how you pronounce it? Charcuterie board. You want to you want your homeboys to come over. Well, for us people with jobs, it'd be $110. Oh, but guess what? If you're on SNAP EBT, just fucking run the card. Just get that shit for free. You just get it for free. It's unbelievable. And gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen who are listening right now, that shit starts today. Edible underwear ad is killing me. Where's that at? Is edible underwear SNAP eligible? Edible underwear ad is killing me. Where's that at? Did I miss it? Oh, right here. Right here. Edible underwear, candy flavored panties, lingerie, G-string undies, funny thong for woman. SNAP EBT eligible. SNAP EBT eligible. Look at that. You're right. It's unbelievable, man. And it starts today. Okay, so my point was, ladies and gentlemen, pay attention because this starts today. If you park your cars outside in your driveway, lock that shit up. If you're strapped and if you're in a state with friendly Second Amendment laws, stay strapped, bro. Because only the Lord knows what some of these people are going to do. How far they're going to go. How far they're going to take it. Protect yourself. Protect yourself. Protect your family. Protect your belongings. Because it's true. It's true. I've seen it. We've seen the people talking about it just last week. We've seen the people talking about it. They're organizing Facebook groups to target what neighborhood we're going to fucking rob shit from. What Walmart, what Target, what, you name it. What grocery store that they're going to plan on hitting and looting and stuff. Protect yourselves, man. Be careful out there. Because these people are fucking crazy. They will do anything. They will do anything to not work. The government's here to help. The government's here to help. Why would I work when the government's here to help? They'll do anything. They'll do anything. They'll kill people before. They will kill people before they would ever work. It's insane, man. It's insane. So, gentlemen, especially the gentlemen, protect yourself. You're in charge. Gentlemen, if you have a family, if you're married or have a girlfriend and you guys live together, you have a family, children, the responsibility is on you. Protect yourself, protect your family. those children, your wife, your girlfriend, you are responsible of them. You are the protector. And this is going to be a scary period of time when these people feel so fucking desperate that they're going to rob people. Instead of getting a job and paying their own way and affording their own groceries, they don't have that capacity. They don't have the same common sense. Well, let me get a job and make my own way. Let me work for a living and pay my way and contribute. They don't have the same thought process. They would rather kill people and steal other people's shit than to get a job themselves. Yep, Hollywood Scholar. As Reagan said, the scariest words are, "I'm from the government and I'm here to help." Shouldn't rely on them. 100%. 100%. I'm from the government and I'm here to help. Bingo. Bingo. Jeremy Uso, fuck, with a $5 says, we can't ignore that large corporations often encourage their illegal immigrant employees to go on EBT to further undercut citizen wages. Corpos are evil. Yeah, and it's not just the corporations either. It's households. It's the parents. And for a lot of it, unfortunately, it's the single moms who maybe do work. They work, but they work a part-time job. And they're very strategic about how many hours they work a week so that they can still receive those government benefits. They can still get the SNAP benefits and the EBT. So they'll only work like 15 hours a week, 20 hours a week, so that they still qualify to get those benefits. So now you're working, you're making the money from your job, but you're also getting all the fucking free EBT SNAP bullshit because they're very strategic with how many hours they work. And they're taking advantage of it. And they do it. And like I said, a lot of the time, I'd say most of the time, it's the households where there's not a father involved and it's a single mother household. Unfortunately, that's just how it works. But thank you, Jeremy Uso, for the $5. Christian Rocker with the 199 says, court ordered SNAP to continue, but will be delayed. Yeah. And it's all due to the government shutdown, right? So starting today, it's going to be delayed. So it's going to be a bit until they start getting their benefits back. But like I said, I'm not sure if you just got here, Christian Rocker. These people are organizing. They're organizing groups of where they're going to fucking start robbing shit. Of where they're going to start robbing shit. Before we get on to our next topic, I want to rant about this too. Maybe I shouldn't. I'm not going to. I don't want to get myself in too much trouble. Is this real? Somebody tell me. I mentioned this on Bro Science the other day. Is this real? Nanny state alert. Instead of revoking CDLs or deporting illegals, California Governor Gavin Newsom just signed a law forcing kids to stay in booster seats until they're nearly 16 years old unless they pass the state fit test. That's correct. California can't fix crime, schools, or the border, but it'll ticket parents almost $500 if their 15-year-old isn't buckled in like a toddler. Is this real or is this trolling? Is this real? Go ahead and give it a listen. This is insane.
Oh my God, thank God I don't live in California. New California law requires booster seat for kids and teens ages 8 to 16 years old. And if you're asking if that shit is true, yes. California has passed a new law, Assembly Bill 435, regarding child passenger safety, which indirectly affects booster seat usage for older kids by introducing a mandatory 5-step seatbelt fit test. The law is going to take effect on January 1st of 2027. Just in time for that rally race you're going to be on the California roads in. The year after that, they're probably going to want your cars to have roll cages if you have children. If you live in California, let me know what you think about this bullshit and follow for more updates.
So yeah, Lady Aaron D, yeah. I mean, that's how it's always been. It's usually based on weight and height, right? Yeah, you had to be like what? Like 40 something inches tall to grow out of a booster seat. Something like that, like 40 inches to not have a booster seat. But I'm worried about our friend Kata. Dude. If that dude ever, for any reason, has to visit and travel to California, he's fucked. Let alone renting a car, trying to drive a car. That idea is fucking gone. He's going to have to call an Uber and bring his fucking car seat with him. Man, dude. Man. I know Gavin Newsom hated a lot of people, but he might hate short people the most. That's crazy. New son of Earth with a 3 months says, I live in London, UK. I'm perfectly safe. Oh, wait. Yeah, you might get arrested just for making that member message. Be careful. Man, I couldn't imagine living in London. My bad. Thank you for the 3 months. Spirian with a $5 super sticker. Thank you, Spirian, for the 5. And Top Goy Jeremy with a 2 says, do it. I can't. I won't do it. I can't. Gotta be careful. Sydney Sweeney. Holy shit.
Miss Sweeney right there. And Sydney's straight ahead.
I only want to show just a little bit, but did you guys see Sydney Sweeney? The other night? Hey, what up, Jay? Good morning, Jay. Good morning. Sydney Sweeney, I don't know what this was. This was like the Variety Women's television, Variety Power of Women Award show. Which, whatever, I don't think any of us watched. I don't think any normal person watched it. Shout out, chat. What up, Drunk 3PO? Shout out. I didn't get invited. I did not get invited to hang out with Jay for Halloween last night. It's okay. I'm not upset about it. It's okay. I'll get over it. The Variety Power of Women Award show. I don't think any of us watched, but we all saw. Sydney Sweeney's got me crossed up right now. We all saw Sydney Sweeney and her dress, if you want to call it that, at the award show. And holy bazinga, bro. Oh my goodness. They cannot be contained. They will not be contained. And we do not want them contained. Holy smokes. Those puppies will put some hair on your fucking chest. Drunk 3PO says, LOL, I got home late and Jeremy and Krista came over to check on me. Thanks for your text last week, though. Oh, wait. Jay, I text you all the time checking in on you. Don't be like that. I'm always checking up on Jay. Chat, do not let Don 3PO create this narrative that I'm not a good guy. I'm always checking in on the homies. I'm always checking in on the homies. Do I ever get a text from Jay saying, "Hey, buddy, how are you?" Maybe maybe a few times. Maybe a few times. Yeah. Yeah. I'm not sure where I was going with that. Yes. But I returned the favor when I needed him most. Is Fake Wizard here? Yeah, there he is. Where is he at? Where's Fake Wizard? He doesn't check on me either, Jay. Well, that's done on purpose. That's done on purpose. What's up with your finger, Beardo? Break a nail? I told the story earlier this morning. Drunk Breepio with the 5 gifted Fear the Beardo memberships. Thank you, Jay. I'm gonna need to update the Cindy Sweeney one to the new one, but thank you for the 5 gifted, Jay. Yeah, so dude, I took off about an eighth of an inch of my finger last night using a mandolin. I was using a mandolin. So a mandolin is one of these like plastic containers with a lid on it with a fucking razor blade to like slice vegetables and potatoes and stuff. So it was like 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, I want to make homemade potato chips. So I washed the potatoes. I'm getting ready to make these potato chips. I'm on my first potato and I'm slicing like, this thing's awesome. And I'm thinking in my head how great these potato chips are going to be. I'm going to share them with my friends. I was going to make a huge fucking batch of potato chips. I'm talking like 7 or 8 potatoes. I was going to make a ginormous batch of potato chips. They were going to be so fucking good. And I'm on the first potato thinking about how great these potato chips are going to be. And yoink, fucking took a, no joke, like an eighth of an inch off of the fucking, it might be more than that. It might be close to a quarter of an inch off of the fucking top of my finger, dude. There was so much blood everywhere. I'm bleeding into the fucking sink. It looked like there was a murder scene going on in my sink. I'm like, I was even thinking, do I need to drive myself to the fucking urgent care to get this? Like, I don't know what to do with this thing. It was fucking everywhere. So, yeah, my finger's fucked. I'm going to lose the tip of my fucking finger. At least a little bit. At least a little bit. The tip of my finger is going to be flat. Bloody potato chips, the best kind. It was a good thing that none of the potatoes got any kind of blood on them or anything. And I found the fucking tip of my finger. I found it. And it was not in with the chips. It was stuck in the fucking razor blade. So I cleaned that out. I fucking soaped it and cleaned it fucking really good. Nothing. The potato chips did not get contaminated. But dude, the tip of my fucking middle finger is going to be flat now. I don't think it's going to grow back round. I think it's going to be flat as fuck. But yeah, fucked. And I was washing it with fucking hot water and soap, and that shit was fucking burning. It was burning. It'll grow back. You think so? You think it'll grow back? I don't know, man. It was bad. It was bad. We'll see. We'll see. But if not, should have just stuck it back on. Real life fake wizard says, get well soon with the heart. Holy smokes. Mad Frog with a 199 says Newsom is an anti-Hittite. He uses the M word, midget. Man, imagine using the word midget. I would never do that. Cheryl Smiles with a 5 says, morning, Trevor. The best place to be on a Saturday morning. Keep the rants going. Cannot stop smiling. Thank you, Cheryl. Thank you, Cheryl. Thank you for the 5. Sly Rye with a 2 says, my nephew is 14 and 6'1". How would he even use one? Well, he probably is good. I imagine 6'1" at 14, he probably qualifies to get out of that booster seat. Thank you, Don 3PO, for the 5 gifted membership shout out. And my boy, Drew Hernandez with a $10 says, achievement unlocked, officially physically disabled. Oh, man. Yeah. Yep, physically disabled. Pray for me. Pray for me. I need it. I need it right now. You know who else is underrated? You know who else is underrated? Back in the day, in like the early 2000s, she was it. She was it. Underrated. Very underrated actress, model. Kelly Brook. Remember Kelly Brook from some of those like B movies back in the day, back in like the 2000s, early 2000s? Kelly Brook. Kelly Brook. She's a little bit nowadays. She's a little bit on the thicker side. I think she's a mom. So not that that's an excuse. Not that all moms get thicker after pregnancy or whatever. But she's a little bit on the thicker side nowadays. But back in the day, Kelly Brook was it, dude. She had the accent. I don't know if she's British or Australian. She's got the accent. Kelly Brook was it back in the day, bro. I don't want Kelly Brook to go unnoticed. I do not want Kelly Brook to get unnoticed. John Ambler says, thick is good. Oh, yeah. You're not going to find me complaining. You're not going to find me complaining. You're a little thick. You got thick thighs, a thick ass, big tits. For men, biologically, we're thinking that is a woman. That is a woman that can bear children. That's what you're thinking. When you see a thicker woman, and I'm talking thick legs, thick butt, titties, I'm thinking that is a woman that you want to have kids with. You know that baby's going to come out healthy. That baby's going to be healthy. Yeah. Breeders. Yup. 100%. 100%. Cheryl Smile says, Beardo is a true gentleman. Thank you. What up, Fresh Pony? Good to see you, Fresh Pony. Hillary Duff. Yes, Hillary Duff. Hillary Duff. She's one of the anomalies that came out of Disney Channel and or Nickelodeon, but she was Disney Channel specifically. She's one of the ones that came out unscathed, clean, normal life. She's a mom. She has like 3 kids. And she's looking fine, dude. Hillary Duff. God, gosh. Yeah, Hillary Duff still looks good. And she came out normal. There's a lot of those kids on Disney Channel or Nickelodeon. Fuck. Look at Amanda Bynes. What happened to Amanda Bynes? A lot of those kids, man. A lot of those kids on those kids' TV shows. Drake Bell there for a little bit. Drake Bell was in some trouble for a little bit. That video of Beardo jamming out to Mickey Shark is funny as hell. I don't know what you're talking about. Are you talking about this one?
Mickey Shark do 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 do. Mickey Shark do 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 do. Mickey Shark. Mickey Shark do 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 do. Mickey Shark do 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 do. Mickey Shark do 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 do. Mickey Shark. Mickey Shark do 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 do. Mickey Shark do 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 do. Mickey Shark. Mickey Shark do 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 do. Mickey Shark do 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 do. Mickey Shark do 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 do. Mickey Shark.
That might be the video you're talking about. That might be the video. Okay, I do want to talk about this. Since this is Overtime with Beardo and it's my show, I do want to talk about this a little bit. We are in the middle of the World Series. Well, not even the middle, the end. Tonight, Saturday night, is the last game, Game 7 of the 2025 World Series. Dodgers, Blue Jays. This happened last night, and holy crap. Holy crap. I got to be careful because this is Major League Baseball. So I don't want the channel to get hit or demonetized. So let me paint the picture here. And I see Rachel Morgan here. Beardo, sorry to hear you became disabled just as SNAP benefits ran out. Bad timing for you. Hope these super chats help you. Thank you, Rachel. Thank you. Okay, so let's paint the picture here. Bottom of the ninth. So Toronto either needs to tie or take the lead or the game's over. No outs, man on first. Okay. Dodgers are leading 3-1.
2-2.
Got a fucking ringer, dude. Got a, like, nice line drive. Gonna be out to left center. Okay. Big play. They're in Toronto. Big play. No outs. Great hit. Gets stuck right here at the warning track and the wall. Now, there is a rule in place, and you're going to see it. You're going to see it be put into effect here. When the ball gets trapped like this, the fielder is supposed to throw their hands up as if it's a dead ball. You cannot field it. And the hitter is rewarded a double, a second base. They won't play the ball. You put your hands up, the ball's trapped, and the hit automatically turns into a double. But here's the thing. This ball, in my opinion, is totally playable. This is bullshit. This ball is totally playable. And you'll see why. Right away, they don't even try. And that's the thing. They don't even try to get the ball out. There's no effort. There's no effort to even get the ball out. Jose Taco says, I saw the rule book. It's not bullshit. It's very touchy. It's very touchy. And I'm explaining why I think this is bullshit. They didn't even try. There was no effort to try to get the ball out and play it. Because who knows? You get the ball out and play it, and the runner's hustling over to second base. Who's to say that you can't fucking do a relay and fucking throw him out at second base? And now you got an out. There was no effort. There was no effort to get the ball. The ball got trapped and instantly throws the hands up. Where's the effort? Try. He just stands there. There was no effort. He didn't try to grab it or nothing. So homeboy at first base came in to score. And see, boom. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Right there. Boom. He gets it out and throws it in. So he could have. He could have. Very easily could have grabbed it and played it. Now, this isn't on the Dodgers. I agree. It's a smart play. It's a smart play for the Dodgers. If that's the rule, take advantage of the fucking rule. But I have another video here from a few seasons ago that is going to counter what happened last night in the World Series. Clearly, the dude could have played the fucking ball. Clearly, he could have.
Second and third. It'll be second and third.
So second and third, runners got to go back to third base. Run does not count. The run does not count. Runners got to go back to third.
Nobody out.
Or it looks like both of them scored. Or maybe it was just one guy. One guy scored. It was going to be because what was it? There was just a man on first. There was one man on first. So at least the runner on first would have scored. Didn't play the ball. Threw his hands up immediately. That's the problem. Immediately. And you see the left fielder. He throws his hands up first. And so the center fielder is like, yep, dead ball, can't play it, won't play it. Beardo's mom said it's two guys scored. Two of them scored. Okay. So Barger scored two. Okay. Barger scored 2. How do you... Yeah, so there's Barger right there and Straw. Those were the base runners. This was the batter, Barger, and Straw right here. My issue is you throw your hands up right away. You don't put in any effort to try to play the ball. You just throw your hands up, no effort, and just say, oh, I can't do it. Ball's stuck. But then you see, right after this highlight of him scoring, here comes in the ball. Here comes in the ball. So clearly he could have. And then you see the umpire. Everyone's scoring. Everyone's going crazy. We got a tie ball game, game 6 of the World Series. And then you have this fucking idiot umpire saying, nope, double. Double. That's a double. We're playing the dead ball. Dead ball. Rule the double. Here's why I have a problem with this. Here's why I have a problem with this. A good umpire would have done this. Right here. This is a few years ago. Quite a few years ago, because this is Yoenis Cespedes. This is what a good umpire would have done. Yoenis Cespedes saying, hey, look, it's under the wall. I can't play that. I can't play it. And the umpire's like, what the fuck are you talking about? What do you mean? Cespedes is like, I can't play that ball. But he's Hispanic. So he's like, no ball. No ball. No ball. I'm trying to be polite here. He's Hispanic. I'm trying to say it as if he were saying it, you know. And he's saying, nope, not a dead ball. Look. Come on. He's like, what? What are you talking about? Yeah, that's going to be an inside the park home run. What are you talking about? That's a dead ball. You can't play it. What are you talking about? What are you talking about, dude? Here's another look at the same play. He's like, look, just play it. Just play the ball. That's my argument. That's my argument here. How you don't give any effort. The ball's right there. No effort. Hands up, trying to get the dead ball. And then, boom, right here. Ball's coming in. So you clearly could have played it. And that's not on the Dodgers. It's not on the Dodgers. It's on the umpires. The umpires, that was a weak call. Very beta, very gay.
And the runners will head to second.
I hate it, man. For a ball game to end like that, that's devastating. That's horrible. Horrible. Horrible, man. But game 7 tonight. I wanted this series to go to 7 games just because that's good television. That's good baseball. It's exciting. Everything rides on this one last game. Yeah, it's horrible. It's horrible. But what are you going to do? The Dodgers did what they needed to do. They knew the rule, especially the left fielder. The left fielder was on that. I think that was Kike Hernandez. He knew the rule. He knew the rule and took advantage of it. But that ball could have 100% been played. And here's the thing. Like I said before, if you play it, who knows? You could wind up throwing the guy out at second or third. And instead of wasting your time and having both runs score inside the park home run, you could have gotten one out. Now it's a 3-2 ball game. You still have the lead, but now you have one out if you would have actually played the ball. And then you get a double play. And you still win the game, but at least you fucking played the ball. That's just Bush League, in my opinion. That's Bush League. You know what? I will say that's Bush League on the Dodgers. They took advantage of the rule. It's still Bush League. But the umpires, man, they should have been better at it. Unbelievable. But game 7 tonight, I'm excited. Sly Rye with a 2 says, the Woman Award Show was sponsored by dog food. What? What? Dog food. Dill Pickle with the 199 says, Merry Christmas, you filthy animals. Happy Saturday. Keep the change. He doesn't say Merry Christmas, you filthy animals. I don't think so. He says, keep the change, you filthy animal. Is that a Mandela? That's a Mandela effect, right? That's what we would call a Mandela. Everyone misquotes it, right? It's not Merry Christmas, you filthy animal. It's keep the change, you filthy animal, right? That's a Mandela. Thank you for the 199. Matt Frog with the 199 says, Batman couldn't get me to sing that. Meek. No. Thank you for the 199. Nice Ever says, you're right. You're right. I think so. Yeah. Ben Rear House says, because you have no friends. Thanks. Edwin with the $50 says, you need to play the game called Dispatch from AD Hoc. Ad Hoc, maybe. It's basically like Telltale and the show Invincible. Whoa. That's cool. Ad Hoc. All right, I'm going to take a picture of your super chat, and I'm gonna jot that down. That sounds cool. That's a diarrhea. Ad Hoc. Thank you for the $50, Edwin. Sounds cool. Let's go, boys. What do you guys think about this? What do you guys think about this? Even the way I'm scrolling on my mouse, I can't scroll on my mouse wheel with my middle finger like I usually do. What do you guys think about this? I've seen a few of these before. I've seen a few of these that are similar. Man sparks outrage online after rejecting a hug from his own mother in front of everyone at the gender reveal party. Okay? So you have this gentleman. You have this couple here, and there's some gay music in the background. You have probably a sister who's doing the fucking color confetti thing. And maybe a little delayed reaction, but they see that it's blue. They see on the ground that it's blue. So it's going to be a boy. It's being recorded for social media, obviously. And the husband and wife, they go in to hug each other. Congratulations. And the guy's mom comes in and goes to hug. And he pushes her aside. He said, this is our moment. This is our moment. Get out of here. Get out of here. This is our moment. This is our child. This is our child, the husband and wife. Husband and wife, this is our moment. And the mom right away doesn't even waste or skip a beat. Goes in and wants to hug them. And the husband, is like, hey, what are you doing? What are you doing? I am with the son here. I'm with the son. The mom is going to have plenty of time. The mom is going to have plenty of time to celebrate and be happy and to get her hugs and everything. The mom is going to have plenty of time. The mom, in my opinion, the mom is trying to make it about her, whether unintentionally or intentional. Maybe she doesn't even realize that she's being disrespectful in this moment. She might not even realize it. It could have just been totally innocent. She's just that excited and wanted to celebrate with her son, which understandable, but this ain't the place to do it. It's clearly being recorded. It's clearly being recorded, and it's going to go on social media, and the mom tries to make it about her and get in on this. There's a time and place. There's a time and place. I'm with the son on this one. I'm with the son on this one. The mom can wait. She'll get her moment, and the moment might be even better than disrupting the husband and wife's moment right here. You know? Anyways, I wanted to show that one. PM says, why this gay ass topic? Well, because it's my show And I can talk about whatever the fuck I want to talk about. That's why. PM. PM with a green fucking square with the letters PM. Why don't you get a fucking username and a fucking avatar, and then you can fucking talk shit. How about you start your own show? PM, why don't you start your own show and have almost 400 people watching? Why don't you do that? This is my show, and I'll talk about whatever the fuck I want to talk about. How about that? How about that, huh? This Sydney Sweeney stuff, man. This Sydney Sweeney stuff is crazy, bro. This Sydney Sweeney. I mean, I know we already looked at it and talked about it earlier, but jeez Louise. It was just for research, YouTube. It was just for research. $400 people watching Spirit, and I said almost 400 people watching. I said almost. The almost keyword. Sly Ride with the 2 says Dispatch is fun and is releasing episodes weekly. Okay. Thank you for the 2. Haruno, what up, Haruno, with a 28 months? Says 28 months alongside the man, the myth, the legend, Beardo. Hope you've been well, brother. Glad to see the Bearded Society's going strong. Thank you, Haruno, for the 28 months, brother. Captain Haruno's been killing it. Haruno's been killing it on his Dead Space streams. I was watching. I was lurking the other night, Haruno. I was lurking. Been killing it, man. Killing it on his Dead Space streams. I'm proud of the guy. Hey, what up, Mo Zamboni? Good to see you, Mo. Good to see you, Mo Zamboni. Yeah, we were playing. People are still sleeping off their candy binge from last night. Yeah, probably could be. I don't know. Casey Cheeto with the 2 says at least that red carpet wasn't cold. Yeah. We were playing Escape the Backrooms last night, and it's a very interesting take on Escape the Backrooms. It's not entirely backrooms. There was some parking garages and stuff. Some like boiler rooms and generator rooms and stuff. It was fun. We had a good time. It was spooky, man. It's scary. For a cheap game, it's very immersive, especially being in that first person. Dude, Joe Rosie was insane. Joe was freaking out last night. She was freaking out last night. You ditched Joe. Joe Rosie was freaking out. That creepy dog man was evil. Yeah. That Escape the Backrooms video game last night was very immersive. It was immersive and it was fun. Jose Taco with the 9 months that says, sent you a post on X. Five rules to prevent your husband from cheating from a chick. Did you see it? Send it. Well, let me see. October 22nd. Might have to scroll down a little bit and find it. Here we go. You sent it on Twitter? I'm not seeing it. Did you send it again right now? Jose Taco. I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it. You send it to me? I'm not seeing it, dude. I'm not seeing it. I'll play it and react to it, but I'm not seeing it right now. Send it again. Send it again. What Backrooms game is it? It's called Escape the Backrooms. Escape the Backrooms. You died 100 times, Beardo? Not 100 times. Not 100 times. It's probably like in the teens. Probably in the teens. JW says Trevor was dropped on his beard as a baby, thus Beardo was born. Thank you. That might be. That might be. All right. While Jose Taco's getting ready to send this, I got to go to the bathroom. I got to take a piss. So I will be right back. We're going to keep going. We're going to keep going. Don't go anywhere. Did you escape from Witch Mountain? Hey, those Witch Mountain movies, I watched the first two, like the OGs as a kid. And then there was that The Rock remake, right? There was the Rock remake. Jose Taco said I resent it. Let me refresh. I'm not getting it, dude. Not getting it. Hey, I really got to go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. Holy smokes. A quick piss turned into a quick diarrhea. Jose Taco, I'm not getting your clip, bro. Jose Taco, I'm not getting your clip for some reason. Pyromorpheus with a 4 months says, trust the bro science. One of my favorite shows on YouTube. Shout out to Bad Take Blaine, X-Wing 5, and Brazil's national treasure, Dan Vask. Thank you. Thank you for the 4 months. Dominic Lopez says, hope you start feeling better later, Beardo. Better about what? Like my diarrhea? I don't know what you mean. And the lurker from Bama with the 10 says, shout out to Beardo. You make earlier Saturday mornings a blast listening to Overtime. A good way to start off a birthday. Not a bad dude for a Giants fan. You're a good dude. Hey, happy birthday. Happy birthday, lurker from Bama. Let's go. Let's go. Thank you, lurker from Bama. Jose Taco, are you sending it to me? What's your Twitter? Maybe it's not sending. Do I follow you, right? Jose Taco? Taco Jose? Are you Taco Jose? No. I follow you, right? Jose Taco, what's your Twitter? Or are you tagging me? Are you tagging me? Oh, here it is. You're tagging me. You're tagging me. I got it now. I got it now. You were tagging me in it. You weren't DMing it to me. I got it now. I got it. There you go. And let's just give that follow back. I don't know why I wasn't following before. Here we go. All right. Let's go ahead and give this a watch.
Story time on how politics ruined my last relationship. So let me set the scene for you. I was dating this guy. We've been dating for 5 months. And in those 5 months, I was told by my friends, Zoe, he lives in Indiana. He's a fucking Republican. I was like, politics don't matter to me. What was I wrong? And so I was like, it's fine. I don't care. I'm going to get to know him first. We'll decide later. So then we kind of start talking about it. I'm a very liberal woman. So
Well, there you go. At least she acknowledges it. At least she acknowledges it. This is the wrong video, Jose Taco? This is the wrong one?
I'm obviously, like, very much, everyone knows that I'm a liberal woman. My brother's gay, all my friends are gay, also, like, abortion rights, female rights, but anyways, so I would, like, always ask him, I'd be like, what's...
She's like, my brother's gay. All of my friends are gay. I've told you guys before, gentlemen. I've told you this before, and ladies, especially the ladies. If you want to fast track your life to be lonely and miserable, have a gay best friend. You will surely spend your entire life miserable and lonely if you continue to have gay male best friends. And that's just fact. That's fact. This isn't some crazy exaggeration. It is fact. Trust me. Trust me. I've had girlfriends, specifically a girlfriend, who had a gay best friend and it ruined her fucking life. Ruined our relationship and it ruined her fucking life. Listening to her sad, lonely, single friends and their miserable gay best friend ruined her life. Ruin her life having a gay best friend.
What's your politics? Like, where do you lean? And he was just like, well, like socially, I'm a liberal, but economically, I'm a Republican. Fuck that. Okay. Also, he was a 28-year-old man. That's the first red flag, because if there's a 28-year-old man and he's single, there's a fucking reason that he's single. But anyway.
Hey, man, what's the problem? I'm 30 years old. What's the problem? Hey, Marc-Andre Roy, there it is. My sister had a gay best friend too. Ruined her life. That's just how it happens, man. That's just how it goes. Women having a gay best friend ruins their life. Ruins their life. Wait, you're 30, Beardo? I'm older? What the fuck? Yes. I fresh 30. I just turned 30 in August. 30 years old, man.
So then I'm like, well, like, what makes you, economically Republican? Because, like, I could give you a whole bunch of fucking facts right now that prove that you shouldn't.
Facts or feelings? Facts or feelings? Let's clarify here. Facts or just how you feel, how your feelings about it. Pro-abortion, so you want to kill babies. You want to kill babies. Her entire social circle, she just said her entire social circle's gay. So none of her friends can procreate or reproduce. So what facts based in logic and reasoning is she talking about? Or is she just talking about her feelings? Her feelings.
And he was like, blah, 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 blah. All of his info is from his friends. And I was like, you get all your information from your fucking redneck friends. Obviously, you can't trust them. You need to do the research yourself. And if you do the research, I told you.
Now she's insulting. Now she's going to insults. When she doesn't have an argument, this is what happens. When liberal white women don't have an argument, they just go to insults. There's no facts. There's no facts based in logic. There's no actual debate or argument. It's just, well, I don't have anything. It's just all my feelings. So now I'm going to insult you.
I was like, I'll support you based on your decision if you actually research it yourself. Like, I won't care if you're a Republican. But anyways, and so he was like, Zoe, I have much better things to do than research politics. Like, I have way more important things to do. Ah! Okay, saying that to me is absolutely fucking insane, but go off, King. I also just didn't care at that point. And so I kind of put it on the back burner. I was like, I can't fucking take this right now. Well, then we get into a little spat.
I agree with this. And women in the chat, we have great women in the chat. We have lovely, lovely women in the chat. I'm all for repealing the 19th. It won't ever happen. It won't ever happen. The country would burn down to the fucking ground. I would love, and I'm all about repealing the 19th for single women. Single women should not be voting. You have no skin in the game, and I've said this. I have several points for this topic. Women don't have any skin in the game. When a man, or a young man rather, when you turn 18, you have to sign up for the selective service. You have to. In case that there's ever a war and a draft, you'll get drafted into the military. Women don't have to do that. Only men. Men have skin in the game. Also, before, all men didn't even have the right to vote. You had to be a land-owning male to vote. You had to own property, own land. That was the only way that you can vote. When all men got the right to vote, shortly after, all women got the right to vote. It wasn't this like this revisionist history that like women have been so oppressed and were never able to vote. All men weren't even able to vote. It was very, very shortly after all men got the right to vote, then all women got the right to vote. Very, very shortly after. That first wave feminism. You had to be a land-owning male to vote. I don't think that just any single woman should be able to vote. There's no skin in the game. You don't have any skin in the game. And if that's the case, then we should open up the selective service to women. And I don't know if that's a thing, if you can. But if women can sign up for the selective service, then sure, go ahead and vote, because now you have skin in the game. But what these liberal feminists, most of the time, it's liberal white women. Liberal white women have been and will continue to be the downfall of America. And that's just fact. They will. Look at their voting habits. Look at their voting history. Liberal white women with their white savior complex have ruined America. It just has. You think that if women could vote, do you think Obama would have ever been president? Do you think that Joe Biden would have ever been president? Let's be honest here. Let's be honest with ourselves here. If women want to vote, women should be married. That should be the first criteria. Married women. Now you can vote. If you're a single, lonely woman, no voting. I'm sorry. You don't have any skin in the game. Because what can happen is if a lonely, miserable, liberal woman votes and votes the wrong way, and then certain politicians get into power that winds up getting us into a war, well, guess what? Now it's the men that have to go fight the war based off of your shitty voting habits. And guess what? There's no repercussions for women. There's no repercussions. They can vote as shitty as they fucking want to and see zero consequences. No consequences at all. Oopsie, oopsie, oopsie. I voted for Kamala. Oopsie. And then Kamala gets us into fucking World War III. Kamala gets us into World War III and there's no skin in the game. And now men are being drafted into the military and have to fight a war based off of her shitty voting habits. Why don't we get some skin in the game here? If you want to vote, put yourself on the line. Put your life and body on the line. That's what men have to do. Men have to sign up for the selective service at 18. You must, as a man, sign up for selective service here in the United States. But these liberal women don't have any skin in the game. They're going to vote so that they can kill unborn children. And they're going to vote for policies that make them feel good. We're going to make our feelings feel good. Where all interest into the betterment of America, to having a clean run society, that's all out the fucking window. We just want to feel good. Let's release all the criminals. Uh-oh. This guy killed a girl on a fucking subway train. Uh-oh. Oh, well, it'll make me feel bad if he goes to prison. So let's just put in a politician who's going to be light on that. And he's going to get out 14 other times for fucking 14 other fucking crimes that he committed. Endangering life, assaulting people, killing people, robbing, theft, drugs. Well, if he goes to prison, it'll make me feel bad. So let's put in a politician. They vote for politicians who are light on crime, who have zero fucking, like, global power, like Trump does. They don't have any skin in the game. And then they'll vote for the person. And we go to World War III and they're like, oops. At least I can fucking get an abortion. Go fuck yourself. Repeal the 19th. Repeal the 19th. Until women have skin in the game. When a woman signs up for the selective service, or if you're an active military member, And I'm military. I'm not talking like police officer, because we've all seen how much of a detriment women police officers are. They're a detriment to the force. If you are a woman who's active in the military, or if you sign up for the selective service, or if you are a married woman, then and only then will I agree that you should have the right to vote. If you are a single woman working at a fucking Starbucks or a fucking Lowe's or a fucking Michael's or Ross or whatever, or collecting unemployment, working on government benefits, living off of government benefits rather, no, sorry, you don't get to vote. Sorry. If you're not paying taxes, you don't get to vote. And that goes for men too. If you're a man and you're not paying taxes, you don't get to vote. Sorry, bro. Sorry, dude. Start working. Start paying taxes. Then you get to vote. Repeal the 19th, because women like this, women like this, white liberal women, are literally destroying America. Could you imagine, bro? Boys, could you imagine? Just think about it. Just go into the SpongeBob imagination. Just imagine what America would look like, what society would look like if women never had the right to vote. Can you imagine how advanced we would be? Think about how advanced we would be as a society if women could never vote. And I'm not trying to disrespect women here. I love women. Nobody loves women more than me. I love women the best. Nobody loves women more than I do. And that's true. I love women. But the decision making isn't there. There's no logic. There's no reason. And gentlemen, we see this. And women, I hope you acknowledge this too. When you get in an argument with your spouse, men are always like, we're going to solve this now. We're going to talk about this now. We're going to solve this on logic and reason. And I want to get over this. Where women are like, I need time. Don't talk to me. I just want to be alone. We're not going to talk about this. My feelings are hurt. Or my feelings are hurt because your feelings are hurt. And therefore, now that your feelings are hurt and I upset your feelings, now I'm upset that I upset you. So now my feelings take precedent over your feelings of what I did initially to upset you. Now I'm upset that my actions upset you. Therefore, now I'm upset and now my feelings take precedent. That's how it goes. That's how it goes. So we see it in our day-to-day life. So my point is, can you just imagine how society would be, how advanced we would be if women never had the right to vote? We would be living in paradise. Holy fuck, we'd be living in paradise. But the cat's out of the bag. Cat's out of the bag. The toothpaste is out of the tube. You can't fucking put the toothpaste back in the tube. It's out. You just can't take it away now. You can't just take away the rights now. It's over. It's over. And now we're seeing the destruction. Now we're seeing the downfall. And there are women that have their heads screwed on straight. There are women. There's plenty of women that have their head on straight. It would be, Sula Felix, you're damn right. It would be paradise for women too. Dude, 100%. 100%. If women never had the right to vote, it'd be paradise. And it'd be paradise for women too. It would be paradise for women. It'd be paradise. But yes, there's so many women that have their heads screwed on straight. But it's women like this that ruin it for everybody. Ruin it for everybody. Holy smokes. B. Christopher with the $50. $50. Holy smokes. Thank you. B. Christopher says nothing. He said nothing. And then Mo Zamboni says, B. Christopher, this is the best quote by a woman ever. Said nothing. Said nothing. Thank you, B. Christopher, for the $50. Woo! Let's go. All right, let's finish off with this broad has to say.
That a couple days before election day, and we almost broke up. And so I was like, nah, it's fine. I'll give him one more chance, blah, 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 blah. Well, then...
Oh, did you hear what she just said? She said she'll give him one more chance. She'll give him one more chance. Gentlemen, do not waste your time with a liberal feminist woman. Don't do it. You can't do it. You can't live with them. You won't be happy. You will not be happy. You can't do it. Body autonomy. I'm going to sleep with as many fucking guys as I want. That's what she said, not me. Don't clip that. That's how they operate, man. That's how they operate. You think that this woman who surrounds herself with gay people, with gay male best friends, her brother's gay, do you think that she's making the right choices when it comes to her sexual past or sexual history? No. Gentlemen, do not waste your time with a liberal feminist woman. Don't do it. She's gonna give the guy one more chance to do the right thing. For what? To vote for fucking Kamala? To vote for Kamala? Stop it.
Election day rolls around, and, well, actually, before this, he was not registered to vote. He had never voted before, and he told me that he wanted to vote in this election, and I was like, okay, cool, do the research, but that's a whole other thing. And so...
What research? What research? This broad hasn't given any research. None. It's just feelings. I want to get an abortion. I want to have unprotected sex and get pregnant and then get an abortion. That's their argument. It always goes down to, can I kill an unborn child?
The voter registration deadline was approaching. I could tell he was going to vote against me. Let's just say it like that. And so I was like, he is not going to make an educated decision on who he votes for. So guess what? I'm not going to remind him of this voter registration deadline. So then it passed. He didn't register to vote. So there we go. It was saved. He wasn't going to vote. I wouldn't have to deal with it then. But then we got into that little spat, and I was like, let me try one more time. Let me see if he's learned anything from me. And
dude, when chicks talk like this, when they laugh in between like points that they're trying to make, and they just laugh and they're laughing and shit, or like fucking clapping their hands in between each syllable. Vote for Kamala when they're doing that, dude. Run. Get the fuck out of there, gentlemen. Get out.
And I asked him point blank on election day, I'm like, so who would you have voted for if you would have voted in this election? He
Trump.
was like, I would have voted independent. And I was like, do you know that how harmful and basically wasteful that is? And also, like, check your privilege by saying you're going to vote independently.
Oh, there it is. Check your privilege if you say that you're gonna vote independently. Check your privilege. Fuck.
And he was like, wow, Zoe, I cannot believe that you think my vote would have been a waste. Shut the fuck up, because it is a waste. Look at fucking Philadelphia. All those independent voters could have put us over the edge and could have helped Kamala win. That's another story. And so I was like trying to tell him, I was like, listen, and
it's all about feelings, right? It's all about like, let's put a woman in charge. We've never had it before. Let's make history. It doesn't matter about policy. It doesn't matter about anything. It doesn't matter about experience. It doesn't matter about who's the best fit. Doesn't matter about business and money and power and who's got the fucking gonads and the fucking balls to do it. Okay? And that's just not talking about women. Okay? That's not talking about women. Gentlemen, do you want a president? Do you want a president who has these? Or do you want a president that has fucking these? Fucking big old fucking balls. What do you want? Do you want a president that's got little fucking little nuts? Or do you want a president with fucking big fucking balls? Come on, gentlemen. We're not just talking about the woman here. We're not just talking about the woman. We're talking about balls. Who's got the biggest fucking balls?
Harmful, you have to make a decision because the way that our voting works, like the two-party system, is a fucking joke. You have to pick a side. The independent party never has a chance. So you have to pick a side. And we got into a huge argument about it. And I was like, you know what? Fuck this. This is my last straw. Again, I'm a very liberal woman. I have to date someone that is on the same page as me because I can't disagree with someone on something that is so important to me for the rest of my life. I fully respect Republicans. I understand that you want to vote that way, but for me, I don't want to marry you and I don't want to date you. So we ended it. And no regrets. I've been single ever since. It was awesome.
Oh, and she's been single ever since. Color me shocked. Dude dodged a fucking bullet. Dude dodged a bullet, bro. Jose Taco, did you tag me in the real one? The real one that you wanted me to see? Here we go. Okay, here's the real one that Jose Taco wanted me to see. Who's got big balls? I got big balls. Is that how it goes?
You want to prevent your boyfriend or
Okay, so this is what Jose Taco was saying.
you want to prevent your boyfriend or husband from cheating on you? Listen up, because this is going to sting a little. These are the 5 rules to live by, ladies. 5 rules and 5 rules alone.
And we'll see. I'll be honest. I'll be honest. I'm not going to be some fucking bullshit fucking misogynist about this. Okay. I'll be honest about her points. I haven't seen this video yet, so I'll be honest about what she's saying.
Promise you it is simple. Just shut up, buckle up, and listen up for a second. Number 1, put out. Give him your kitty. Not every day, sure, but often. And
Very often. That's the point. 100%. Women do. If you're in a committed relationship, dating or married, and, you know, preferably if you're a Christian, it's married. But here's the problem, and I'm going to full screen. Here's the problem that happens with a lot of super uber Christian women is they cannot separate. They cannot separate the idea of not putting out, that sex is a sin before marriage, and then when you get married, they continue to not put out. They don't make the transition into doing it because this entire time for them, sex has been taboo during the dating phase. And then once you get married, they have a hard time transitioning that thought of sex being taboo and being frowned upon and a sin. And then now that you're married, now you're supposed to be this man's dream. Women are supposed to be this man's individual, for lack of better words, whore. You're supposed to do all of this shit. All the shit. Go fucking crazy with the sex once you're married. But a lot of these super hyper fucking Christian women cannot make the transition into doing that. And they will still hold out once they're married. And it doesn't make sense. It shouldn't. It shouldn't. It shouldn't happen. It doesn't make sense. But like I said, for lack of better words, even if you're the super Christian and you live in a Christian household and the man is the leader of the household and he's the leader of your family and he's Christian and going to church every Sunday, once you're married, for lack of better words, Women, you're supposed to be this man's whore. Be his personal slut. Do all the sex. Everything. But some of these modern day hyper Christian women, they cannot make the transition into doing that. And then the man's left with like, what the fuck? I committed to you for life. I committed to you. I got in a knee. I did this entire humiliation ritual at the wedding. I chose you, but you're not choosing me. I chose you for the rest of my life. You're the only one that I want for the rest of my life. But some of these hyper super Christian women they're not choosing them. They're not choosing the guy. And maybe that's part of the reason why guys are choosing not to get married nowadays. I don't know.
Enough that he feels desired, and it has to come from you. Do it because you want to. Initiate it sometimes. Surprise him. Make him feel like a damn man. Number 2, cook for him. The fastest way to a man's heart, it's not necessarily lingerie. It is home cooked food that tastes delicious. If you are a grown,
I think the cooking thing, it goes. The cooking thing is interesting because I like to cook. I like to barbecue and I like to cook. So there can be roles when it breaks down to that, and you got to figure that out with the man or with the relationship that you're in between man and woman. Like, of course, maybe split it 50-50, or at least do it sometimes. Like as a woman, like I want to surprise him and I want to cook something up, even if it's something little like appetizers. Like it's a fucking Sunday, boys are over watching football, and your girl's there. Let's cook up some appetizers. Let's get the fucking little baby wieners out and fucking make the little corn dogs or the chips and salsa or the chips and dip or the charcuterie board, if that's what you want to call it. Like, you know, little things like that. But like if the man likes to cook like I do, I like to cook and I'm fucking good at it. Then that's fine. I don't care. I don't care if the woman that I'm with, I don't really care if she's the best fucking chef or cook around and cooking every single fucking meal, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I don't care because you know what? I want to do some of it because I'm a good cook. So that doesn't bother me. But if like I'm just chilling on the couch on a fucking Sunday watching football, you know, it is nice for the woman to say, oh, here you go. Here's some fucking chips and salsa. Here's some appetizers. Here's some food. Here's some wings. You know? I think surprises. Even if it's just like, hey babe, I just called up or I door dashed some wings for you. They'll be here in 20 minutes. Great. I didn't even have to ask. Great. Wings are coming? Thanks, babe. That's great. Thanks for thinking of me and door dashing me some fucking wings or some pizza. You know, something as simple as putting a DiGiorno in the oven. Hey, baby, you hungry? Yeah, I can eat. Great. There's a DiGiorno in the oven. Cooking up for you. Awesome. Great. Doesn't need to be anything fucking crazy, making fucking, you know, pasta from scratch where you're fucking kneading the dough and you're fucking cutting up the dough into fucking spaghetti, you know?
woman saying, I don't know how to cook, I want to slap you in the face. That is not cute. That is lazy. Learn, figure it out. YouTube and Pinterest exist for a...
Boom. She said it too. If you don't know how to cook, how do you think I learned how to cook? In barbecue. Like competition level barbecue. FearTheBeardo's that's going down at FearTheBeardo's place. Competition level barbecue. I learned on YouTube, dude. I learned on YouTube. It ain't hard, bro. It ain't hard. Go on YouTube. Instagram. Watch what other people are doing. And that goes into like many things in life. You don't know how to change a car battery? Watch a fucking 7-minute video on YouTube. Boom. Now I know how to do it. Bodybuilding. I'm not sure what exercises to do for deltoids to get my deltoids fucking massive. There's thousands of YouTube videos on exercises that are free. You know?
Reason. Meal made with love hits deeper than anything. Stop ordering takeout. Stop going to fast food. Stop. Number 3, clean the damn house, okay? Men live in an organized chaos, but nobody wants to come home to a pigsty. And if you don't live together yet, go to his house, surprise him, clean it up, make it smell good in all the right places, show him that your presence add peace, not pressure. And if you're his wife and you've stopped doing this, number 4.
I think that is a big thing. Not necessarily cleaning, because now a lot of days people work remote. So if you're a man and you're working from home and you're working remote, it's easy for you to as well to help clean the house. I think this is more for like traditional, like the man's going out and commuting to work and working, 8 to 5, 9 to 5. And the wife is stay at home raising kids or whatever. I think that for the woman to solely be the one who cleans the house, sure. But for a man who's working remote at home, there's probably plenty of time for you to help out as well. So that one's different. That one's case by case. I work remote. I work from my house, and I'm cleaning up my house, sweeping, fucking cleaning, fucking mopping and shit. Taking out the trash, mowing the lawn, fucking cleaning dog shit, taking the dog out and doing stuff. Laundry,
Be respectful. I don't care.
Oh, shit. Be respectful. Here, let me rewind it a little bit.
Number 4. Be respectful. I don't care how sexy or successful you are. The second you start disrespecting your man, he's halfway out the door. Do not embarrass him in public. Do not talk down to him. Respect is oxygen to a man. Without it, you die.
Bingo. Ladies, respect your man. Talk him up. Talk him up to his friends, to your friends, to your family, and to his family. Nothing's worse. And I live this. Nothing's worse than being with a chick and you're hanging out with your parents, the man's parents. And all the chick does is just talk about how great her brother or her dad is. You, the individual, the gentleman, you're not getting any praise. You're not getting any praise to anything for nothing. Nothing that you do gets recognized. But the lady is just going on and on and on about how great her father is and how great her brother is. Fuck. That's terrible. Can you imagine? Imagine, ladies. Going over to your man's parents' house, to the in-laws, and talking to his parents and saying how great your man is. How great that guy is. How great he is. Talking to and I've said this before, either on this show or on Bro Science. Like, those parents, your in-laws, are going to be so happy and impressed and also self-satisfying that, wow, I raised a great young man. Look at this lovely woman who is just so infatuated with our son. We did a great job. Women, brag about your man. Brag about him. And respect him. Don't disrespect him and interrupt him in public or talk down to him in public in front of his friends or your friends. Don't do it, because you're just going to kill his momentum. You're going to kill his self-esteem. He's not going to talk. He's not going to open up to you. And now his friends and his peers aren't going to respect him either. And they're going to talk about it behind your guys' back. Oh my gosh. Did you hear the way that I'm going to try to come up with the name of somebody that I don't know, because I don't want anybody to think that I'm talking about somebody, because I'm not. This is just a random. Let's go with Tiffany. Wow. Did you hear the way Tiffany was talking about Jake? Wow. You hear that? Jake's the man. We love Jake, but man, the way that Tiffany was just disrespected Jake. Maybe Jake's a pussy. That's the conversation. Man, Maybe we didn't know Jake. Maybe we didn't know him. Jake might be a pussy because did you hear the way that his girlfriend or wife was talking about him to us? The way that she was interrupting him and disrespecting him? Wow. Maybe we didn't know Jake. Maybe Jake's a fucking gay. Maybe he's a bitch. Those are the conversations that happen behind your back as for women. You disrespecting your man in front of his friends and peers and family. Respect is gone. Respect is gone for not just you, but for the man especially. But the respect is gone for you, the woman, as well, if you're going to disrespect your man in public like that. You ain't going to get any respect. You think like disrespecting your man is going to like make you feel powerful. Going to make you feel like a tough girl. No. No. They're going to say, wow, Tiffany's a bitch and Jake's a pussy. Always, always respect and lift up your man. For the ladies out there, respect your man. Lift him up. Compliment him. Brag about him to your family, to your peers, to his peers, to everybody. And nothing's worse than going to the in-laws and bragging about how great the men in your family are, and you have nothing to say about the guy that you're with. That's horrible.
And number 5, give him peace. He doesn't want to come home to constant nagging and criticism. He wants silence and softness and support. Stop nitpicking everything he's not doing right in your eyes. Start appreciating what he is doing. You say you want a loyal man, then be the freaking woman worth being loyal to. It is not that complicated, ladies. Y'all are starting to piss me off.
She's pretty much spot on with everything. She's pretty much spot on with everything. But I think number 1, the most important part for married women is put out. Put out. Put out. Be your man's, for the ladies who are married, be your man's fantasy. Do everything you fucking can. Be your man's fantasy. Put out, man. Put out. Thank you, Jose Taco, for the 9 months and for recommending that video. All right, boys, we're going to read some super chats here. Great show this morning. Great show. Marc-Andre Roy with $1 says, for the diarrhea tax. I did take a quick diarrhea. I did. Basket City with $1. Thank you, Basket City. Jose Taco with a 199 says, sent the wrong video. Resent it 5 ways for a man not to cheat. Thank you, Jose Taco. Insecure Filmer with a 5. Been loving the Saturday show, Beardo. Nice way to start the weekend. Also, I have an Instagram video that reminds me of you and X-Wing. Any way to send it to you? Send it on Instagram, and I'll just have to accept it. You can send it to me. It'll probably go to hidden messages. I'll just have to accept it. So go ahead and send it to me on Instagram. FearTheBeardo. Thank you, Insecure Filmer, for the 5. JW with a 5. The show, Another Period, did a great episode about women voting. Hilarious. Hell yeah. Vault 95 with a 199 says, hail overtime, old school bro science vibes. Thank you, Vault 95, for the 199. I love this show. Overtime with Beardo, great show. I love it. Sula Felix with a 2 says, when they equate women rights with abortion is vomit. Yes. And that's all it is. That's mainly their number one argument. It's just a clump of cells. I want to kill unborn children. You have no argument at that point. Argument out the window. Done. Edwin with the 100 says, Beardo, when you've checked the game out, Dispatch, you need to stream it because it's full of superheroes, etc. It's very good because I'm going to hold you on to that, man. Better check it out. Thank you, Edwin, for the 100. Edwin with another 50 says, women want the title, never the responsibility. Feminism is cancer to society. Not a single matriarch has stood the test of time. Edwin with another 100 says, as a Christian, it's tough finding a wife today. Most women aren't traditional anymore. Trad cons, convert feminists, bash men on leadership, but ignore what men deserve from women in marriage. 20 years, by the way. Yeah. Yep. Got to be careful. Even when finding a woman in the church, you got to be careful. There's good ones out there, but they're the exception, not the rule. Because a lot of the times, women that you find in the church were whores in the past, been ran through, and they take advantage. I've said this before on the show. They take advantage of God's grace. They take advantage of God's forgiveness. And they know it. And they do it anyway because they know that in the future, they can seek forgiveness and find God's grace and go into the church, after that they've been ran through 100 times. So it's tough out there. It's tough. It's tough. And it's sick to think that just taking advantage of God's grace and God's forgiveness. But they do. The whores do. Eric K with the 5 says, I normally cook. I am normally the best chef. I will clean all the knives unless they can do it correctly. Yeah. Want to make sure that all your cookware gets clean the right way. Sula Felix with a 2. In quotes, progressive. POTUS Wilson passed 19th Amendment. And we've been downhill ever since, huh? Jesus with a $5 says, I get home from work. She's in her birthday suit holding 2 pitchers of beer. Can I get a hell yeah? Hell yeah. That's like a Happy Gilmore happy place right there. Thank you, Jesus, for the 5. And Sly Rye with a $2. There's no way she doesn't already have a ring on it. Oh, that chick? Yeah. She knows what's up. She knows what's up. 100%. Woodrow Wilson could be the worst president ever. Jimmy Carter, Woodrow Wilson, Obama. Yeah. No one likes a loose meat sandwich. Yuck. Gross. Anybody live right now that I can raid? No. All right. It's all good. All right, boys. We're going to go ahead and call it there. Shout out to you guys. Thank you guys for being here. Shout out to the Bearded Society. Overtime with Beardo, episode 6. A good one. Hold on. Sly Ride with the 2 says, in dispatch, turn on streamer mode because of nudity. Okay. Well, okay. Dispatch. I'll try to remember. Dispatch. Overtime with Beardo, episode 6. We're going to go ahead and call it there, boys. Thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you guys for the donations, the super chats, the gifted memberships, and the recommitment member messages. Thank you guys. Good show today. I'm going to go head over to X-Wings now. I have to help him move furniture. I have to help X-Wing move some furniture around. So I'm literally going to end the stream, put on some socks and shoes because I'm barefoot right now, and go head over to X-Wing's house. But you guys have a great rest of your weekend. Game 7 of the World Series tonight. Make sure you guys tune in. Even if you guys think that you don't like baseball, I can guarantee you when you watch the World Series, it's awesome. The World Series is fucking awesome. So watch the World Series tonight, Game 7, and you guys enjoy your weekend. Shout out to the Beard Society. Love you guys. You guys have a good one. And Fear the Beardo. I'm out. Bye, everybody.
Nikki Show.